to the kick-off press conference for one Heart of the Lion. My name is Mitch Chilson, and it is my pleasure to be your MC for this afternoon. One Championship has a roster of more than 104 world champion martial artists, more than any other organization spread across mixed martial arts, Muay Thai, kickboxing, boxing, submission grappling, and the list goes on and on. One Championship recently announced some of the biggest news in the history of martial arts. We announced the signing of two of the greatest world champions the martial arts world has ever known. Eddie Alvarez and Demetrius Johnson. Have joined the One Championship roster to continue their quest to compete against the very best martial artists on the planet. And we have something very special for you, a way to introduce these two gentlemen to the martial arts world yet again. Please check it out. It's true. One Championship will host both a lightweight and a flyweight Grand Prix tournament in 2019. But that's not the only announcement we have for you here today. Please check out the screen one more time for a major announcement from One Championship. One Championship is embarking on a revolutionary new idea to bring esports to not just martial arts fans and gamers, but to the world. And martial arts combined with gaming is a perfect cohesion. And the way that we're going to do this is we're going to partner with some very, very important companies and partners to bring this concept. Incorporated, one of Japan's leading advertising agencies, one of the global leaders in gaming. And along with our telecommunications partner, Singtel, we have formed a collaborative partnership to bring One Esports to the world. It's a revolutionary partnership, and I'm very excited here to be able to announce it to you today. But moving right along with the agenda, at one, Heart of the Lion, in the main event, what the world has been waiting for. Questions will be answered as the unification bout for the One Bantamweight World Championship takes place between the interim Bantamweight World Champion, Kevin, the Silencer, Bellingham. Multi-time most dominant champion one championship has ever known. Please give it up for the one Bantamweight World Champion, Bibiano the Flash Fernandez.
In Bibiano, you have one of the greatest martial arts in history, unbelievable jiu-jitsu, very intelligent ring craftsmanship, ability to adapt to any style, and very slick.
Bibi will come out, and he's the kind of athlete that just takes advantage of whatever opportunity is presented to him. If he's standing in front of you and he's going to throw punches and kicks, then until you close the distance, he'll grab a hold of you and he'll take you down because he's well-rounded and well-adapted, capable of taking a match anywhere that he wants to.
Kevin Bellingham is such a diverse striker. He's got so many different weapons. He can knock you out with the right hand or the left hand. He's so good at what he does. He floats around effortlessly.
Kevin Bellingham, who's younger, faster, hungrier arguably, and his explosiveness that is on another level. When he dials it up, you can't see the flurry, it's just so fast.
Two athletes that from bell to bell, front and back end, they don't stop, either one of them.
This is going to be an all-out war.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it is true. The unification bout between two of the best bantamweights on the planet will take place on Friday, November 9th at the Singapore Indoor Stadium. But that is just the tip of this in the world here today. I just saw it. That's the legend, Renzo Gracie! Make some noise! We've got 8-time Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. The doctor is in. Make some noise for Giorgio Petrosian. What you're doing, at least download the One Championship Super app so you can watch all the action take place live and free. But moving on, ladies and gentlemen. I think you need to welcome to the stage, and I need you guys to feel the energy vibrating through this room as we welcome to the stage our head table of panelists are comprised of the world's greatest martial artists and some representatives from both One Championship and Right Razor and Gensu. Please help me welcome to the stage Chairman, CEO of One Championship, Mr. Chatri Siddhartha! CEO of Razor Incorporated, make some noise for Tan Ming Liang! Chief Director and Content Business Design Center for Dentsu Incorporated, Shintaro Tanaka! Founder, CEO of Minsky Franchise Corporation, make some noise for Ronald Robbins! One athlete, A. Alvarez! One athlete, Demetrius Johnson! chairman, CEO of One Championship, Mr. Chatri Sityodtong.
When I started One Championship 7 years ago, I never imagined that we would get 25 million viewers so quickly as we did a couple weeks ago across the continent. Just 3 years ago, we had 700,000 viewers per event. This year we hit 25 million, as high as 35 million actually. And in 3 years, our goal is 100 million live viewers per event, making us as big as Super Bowl Sunday every weekend across the continent and across the globe. You see, One Champion is a different organization. I'll steal a line from my buddy Min, who says, Razer is for gamers by gamers. One Championship is for martial artists by a martial artist, a lifelong martial artist. Every fight promotion in the world wants to put on a fight. One Championship, we want to build heroes. We want to unleash real-life superheroes who ignite the world with hope, strength, dreams, inspiration, and courage. We want real martial artists to stand up. Asia's been the home of martial arts for 5,000 years. You see, martial arts is not about fighting. It's not about violence. It's about unleashing your greatness in life. Through thousands of hours of training, we have inherited integrity, courage, discipline, honor, respect, compassion. These are the things that make martial arts martial arts. This is the real beauty of martial arts. One Champion, the home of martial arts. I'm so excited with all of the amazing, incredible martial arts in the room, but I'm also excited to announce, probably the biggest announcement since the history of One Championship, is that we are launching One Esports. You think about why would you enter gaming? You see, in Asia, gaming is 1 in 3 people are serious gamers, 2 in 3 people are casual gamers. But there's a huge opportunity because 80% of our audience is millennials, just like in the gaming community. To become the digital forefront, millennial live sporting content, One Championship is the largest producer in the world. And this is a huge opportunity for our athletes, for our sponsors, our advertisers, our agencies, the entire ecosystem, bringing real heroes to the world, applying our superhero model to the gaming world to create an even bigger opportunity. At the end of the day, I want the entire world to...
Thank you very much, Mr. Sityodtong. I would now like to invite from Razer Incorporated, CEO, Mr. Tan Ming Liang.
Well, it's a little known fact that I'm actually a black belt in Taekwondo. Yeah, that's right. Well, unfortunately, I'm not here to announce my professional career in MMA, but I'm going to talk a little bit about esports and Razer. So today at Razer, we're the world's leading lifestyle brand for gamers. You know, we're number 1 in the US, number 1 in Europe, number 1 in China, and Asia is definitely one of the areas that we're very interested in. And we're not just one of the biggest brands in terms of esports, but we are actually one of the pioneers of esports many years ago. We've worked with multiple leagues, we've met many people in the industry, but when I met with Chatri and with the ONE FC team, we realized that there's a huge amount of overlap in terms of the demographics that we focus on. The youth, the millennials, they're all watching ONE FC at this point of time. We are one of the biggest brands in terms of the youth and millennial, and we said, wouldn't it be cool for us to be able to get together, find something truly awesome to work on? And that's why we're here today, to really look at what we can do in Asia together with ONE FC. And really there are 3 things that we're going to be focused on, I think over and above. One is that at Razer, we're going to bring all our expertise in terms of esports, management, the teams, the tournaments that we've sponsored along the way, and bring that and work really closely with the expertise that ONE FC truly brings to the table. Secondly, we're looking at our fintech arm, Razer Pay, to see if there's more that we can do to put on things like ticketing, big data, put the entire layer over and above the esports activities that we will work together with ONE FC on. And finally, we see this huge opportunity for ourselves at Razer to bring our brand to a much larger audience in terms of MMA, to the mainstream audience of which today are all watching MMA and ONE FC at this point of time. So again, I'm incredibly excited to be here. I think this is going to be a huge opportunity for esports. It's going to be a huge opportunity for Asia and for us to be able to see much more of what esports can bring to Singapore, to the region, and to the rest of the world. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Design Center, Dentsu Incorporated, Mr. Shuntaro Tanaka.
One year ago, Chatori came to Japan, and I took him to TV station and other places. Nobody knows one championship in Japan. Back then, nobody listened to him. But very, very difficult situation. But he never gave up. Never. I really respect him. So I decided to fight with him. That's how we become brothers. And at the same time, I was doing esports business in Japan. Esports is a big thing. And one day, I made a proposal, the esports with one championship. And after the 3 days later, Chatori called me. Shuntaro, he was so excited. Shuntaro, I decided. I believe it. And I think he's so crazy. So, I think now I'm in here. I'm really surprised with such a legends. I'm really surprised, amazing. I'm a big fan of martial arts. I'm surprised. And I feel so lucky. I know in this 7 years, from scratch to this situation, one championship, all fighter, Chatori, and all members, it must be hard. But now, like this situation, I really respect. Thank you so much having me to join from now. Thank you so much. And I will do my best. We will make a history. よろしくお願いします。
Hello, good afternoon, everybody. MET and Mineski is here today, obviously, to support our friends Min, Chatri, Shultara for the esports launch. If it's in regards to the gaming community and any detrimental milestone to the industry, we're always willing to help. We have been in the space for more than 14 years. I myself am a gamer before. Just last month, when we were walking through Singtel's PvP event in Suntec, enough, I got to meet a lot of friends who also have the same vision, where the industry growth is much more important than just basically engaging in it as a marketing tool. Esports today has a very much more mature audience. Imagine when I was 10 years ago, I was just a gamer myself. The older generation would not understand what we're doing, actually. They would start to think, what are they doing? What are they watching? Your parents would tell you, stop playing these games. There's no future in playing games. But I beg to differ. I fought for what I was doing today in regards to what my family projected to me. That was a waste of time. And I proved everybody wrong. And then there's a few.
To welcome to the podium one of our newest athletes, legendary martial artist, multi-time world champion. Please help me welcome to the stage the Underground King, Eddie Alvarez!
So
So it was in Asia where I began. I made a name for myself at a lightweight Grand Prix, and everything has come full circle. So to the fans where I made the name for myself, Watashi wa eri desu. Yoroshiku. And I can't say how excited I am to be here with the One family. True martial artist. Integrity, honor, discipline, putting them things first. Where I've been, we've sort of lost our way, and it's good to be back. I feel like I found my way again with the One family.
Thank you so much, Eddie. It is great to have you on board. Ladies and gentlemen, the next athlete needs no introduction. He is considered by many to be one of the pound-for-pound best martial artists on the planet. Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson!
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. I've never seen a presentation like that before. I've never seen a CEO speak so highly of his company and his athletes, so round of applause for Chaudhry. Appreciate that. I have to thank my long-term coach, Matt Hume. He's a father figure to me. A lot of people say, oh, he's your manager. He's a father figure, not a manager, so thank you, Matt. Appreciate you. Following what Eddie Alvarez said, I spent 7 years in North American market fighting together two of my greatest passions, mixed martial arts and opportunity. And now that they have just announced that they're doing a World Grand Prix for the flyweight division, it's always been a dream of mine to actually compete in Asia in the World Grand Prix flyweight division. Thank you.
One championship. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to hear from the athletes that are competing on this Friday's event, Heart of the Lion. Please, put your hands together and welcome to the podium from Japan, Kazuki Tokudome! Is a rising star in the martial arts industry, one of the youngest athletes ever to join one championship. Please make some noise for his opponent, Christian the Warrior Lee!
Hello everyone, thank you guys for coming out. I'm extremely happy and very excited to be here today. I got a call on the plane ride over here actually. My dad came over to my seat on the plane and he asked me if I wanted to take a short notice fight this Friday, and I said, no problem. It wasn't even a doubt in my head. Me and my opponent were both fighters.
And now, moving right along to the main event, please help me welcome to the podium the one interim bantamweight world champion, Kevin the Silencer Bellenon!
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm very excited to be here, and I want to thank One Championship for this great opportunity again to to be part of this huge event. So I'm very excited for this match this coming Friday. I trained hard for this fight, and I've waited for so long to face Bibiano again. So match. So I'll do my best to win this fight and be there to support us on November 9. Thank you very much, and God bless.
Yeah. Bibiano, the Flash Fernandez!
World champion, Bibiano, the Flash Fernandez!
Thank God for everybody coming today. And for me, we trained for a long time together. And same I said for everybody, you made a bad decision on World Championship. It is the exact moment right now. And about the World Championship, I fight for 8 years right now. The first time I fight, defend my belt in Singapore. And I'm happy to defend my belt again. I win my belt in Singapore and I come back here after a couple years and face Cat Bellingham. I fight here in the past and I finish here. I will finish again and I win this fight. A great fighter, I respect him, but I'm ready for the war. I'm ready to give my best. And thank you, Chaudhry. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, World Championship for showing up.
Thank you very much, Bibiano. Now, I'm sure a lot of you have a lot of questions. I got a lot of questions. So I would like to now invite back to the podium the CEO and chairman of One Championship, Mr. Chaudhry Sityodtong. The floor is now open. If you have any questions, all you got to do is raise your hand, state your name and publication, and we will bring the microphone to you.